everyone, Donna Lee here. I see a lot of people asking about how to do things in Photoshop. You know, like how to make channel art or thumbnail images, things like that. So I've been putting a little thought to this, and I have a lot of experience with Photoshop. And for those who don't know, I'm a professional graphic designer. That's what I do for a living. So yeah, I kind of know what I'm talking about on the subject, and maybe I can help. So what we're going to do, we're going to start off. Now this is a 1600 by 900 sized 16:9 aspect ratio, which is perfect for YouTube. And we're going to make a thumbnail right now that you might like. So we're just going to do that. Okay. Let's get started, shall we? Okay, we're going to drag up what we want in here. Now it looks a little large. We're going to have to shrink that. If we just grab the edges. Now this is PS3. If you have a newer version, pretty much all this stuff is still going to work. You just kind of need to know what to look for, but generally speaking, this is going to do exactly what you want it to do. Let me go there. I'll just keep going like this until, oop, a little too far. Oh, no, too far. Okay, my thumbnail is 16:9, so we should have no problem if we just drag that. We're just going to apply. Now, a lot of people like to put their faces, like a clip, a face. This is from 7 Days to Dive, and if you don't know, oh, that was this weird little pixel thing. I'm going to fix that. I'm going to fix that. I'm going to take the extra mile here, and I'm going to show you how to fix things like this. This was some kind of weird clipping thing that happened with my gadgets on my desktop. I no longer have the gadgets because it interferes with my recording. What I'm picking here is called the Healing Brush Tool. Okay, we're going to turn that up to a proper size. And I'm going to show you how to make things disappear. Watch. Alright, so I'm pressing the Alt button. That gives me this. So I've selected a region. In newer versions, it'll actually give you a preview, which is very nice. That's better. That's better. But it doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be better, right? Really, most people are not going to notice some little details. Okay, so I just made that disappear a little bit. I could have been more accurate, but for the sake of demonstration, I think that'll work. Alright, so now I need a picture of me. Let's put me in the picture. Documents. Desktop. I got some pictures floating around of me in here. Let's just grab one of these. Maybe something simple would be nice, so I don't spend an hour cutting things out for you. Now I've cut this one out before. Maybe we'll cut out that one. That looks like I can work with that. So let's drag you into Photoshop. Boom. Ugh, oh no. Now this one I should mostly be able to cut out with the. We got to get to our lasso. Magnetic lasso tool will get the basic of what I want cut out here. I'm also going to need to remove the lock on the layer. So I double clicked. Let me show you. Double click the layer. Opens up new layer. Color none. You can put any number of colors you want, but I want none for the sake of this so I can get transparency. So we're going to do that. No. I'm going to use the magnetic lasso tool to get a rough cut. Being that there is enough color differential in this, it should work pretty well. You get into an issue when you don't have good color separation and the colors are too closely matched. But even then, you can kind of get a basic cutout. And, yeah, see, I'm missing a couple things here. Hold on. If I press the backspace, it will up. Now I'm going to have to cut it out. That's not going to work. If I go like that, there. No, oh, stop it. All right. You can also click the button like so until you get into a place where it's a little less close in range, in tone. You can increase your sensitivity, I think, in more modern versions, but for the sake of this, oh, see, it's getting lost because the tones are very similar. Now the other tool I might use would be hold on. All right, we're just gonna go with this and fix it later. It's easy enough to. Oh, what? Oh God, what is this? What? No, no, stop it. Okay, we're gonna have to fix it anyway, so it really doesn't matter. All right, so I finalize my click. There we go. Okay, so we got that much selected. Oh, God, I'm ugly. All right, so we hold the Shift key in order to move this around. Now, what I want to do now is I'm going to use the Polygon Lasso tool, and we're going to add to the selected area. And add, for adding, you press the Shift key. For subtracting, you pressed the Alt key. So in this case, we're going to add to the selected area, like so. Just kind of now, once it's clicked, it should be good to go. But as you can see, these pixels were very, very close together in color. And that can cause problems when you're cutting out your image. And this is a very basic primer. I'm not going to get into all the advanced stuff that I may know. I'm going to teach you how to do the basic stuff that most people do with their thumbnails. Okay, totally went off target here, so we're just going to grab that. And if you, the closer the tighter your spacing, the more you can give it a round appearance, which is nice, obviously. So let's get down here, and I don't want to add. Oh, razor burn, nice razor burn, Don. So now I'm adding this, getting my blanket in here. Alright, I'm going to get that. And now we're at the edge, so I'm going to click off the edge. And we can actually shrink it at this point. There we go. Shrink it a little more, because I'm actually going to go off the thing so I can get it just like so. I get a little tighter, and then you can give it kind of a more round appearance. Alright. So now I gotta find where I started so I can finish our line. And there it is. So you see the little circle that shows up in the corner there? Yeah, that's what you want. Okay, now that I have myself cut out, more or less, what we want to do is select inverse, okay, which selects everything that I didn't cut out. Oh, almost forgot my glasses. Hold on. Hold on. That's got to be fixed. Alright, so now that I've inversed it, I actually want to subtract from the area, so I'm pressing the Alt key. Boop, 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 and finish your mark with the circle. Boop. Okay, there we go. That's better. So, now that I have everything that I want selected, I'm just going to backspace. Delete probably works too. So we're going to take this and we're going to drag you right over here. Oh! It's rather large, isn't it? Let us use our free transform, and in order to keep the same dimensions, same aspect ratios, we'll go like this, and like that, maybe. That looks pretty good. Do I want to? Maybe I'll look up at the cop. No, no, Mr. Police Officer, Mr. Puking Cop. All right, so we're just going to do that now. One thing that you have that's always an issue is, that's not going to work because that's where my blanket is unless I go like that. I can do that. Maybe I'll just like blow up my head, my ugly fucking head. Excuse my French. You may say to yourself, Don, that's not French at all. And I'll say, you're correct. That is not French. Okay. So there we go. Alright, so I got my head in there. Now, an issue that you come into is these little clipping edges that shows the original picture. Now there's a couple ways you can deal with that. One way is to use layer styles. Now layer styles, if you use an inner shadow, you see what happened there? It turned it black. You can also use a variety of feather techniques. Yeah, it's pretty. The larger I make it, the more I blend into the background. Now if you were using a lighter background, you might want to use an inner glow instead, and then you can make the glow around you match the background color, so it kind of blends into the background a little better. Alright, so we're just going to do that. Let's Da, da, da. Let's play with my filter gallery just for shits and giggles. Shits and giggles. Shits and giggles. All right. Oh, what the hell? So I tend to go all the way to the top, and if I'm going to use my filter gallery, I just kind of look through the whole thing. Just kind of tickety tick tick tick. Now, as you can see, there's a bunch of different effects in here. They all have a different look to them. Either way, it's kind of ugly, right? Yeah, let's go with the kind of more cartoony look. I look absurd. I love it. Now, this is just example, guys, so this is not like... I probably would not use this thumbnail. You know what? I don't like that. I'm just going to go like this. I'm going to flip me around. It's going to look really freaking weird, but I'm doing it. Boom! Ha-ha! See? I fixed it. That was image, or edit, free transform, and you want to go to transform, flip horizontal. You can also rotate, skew, scale. If I wanted to distort, I could go like this. Blur, blur, all the way out there like that, if I wanted to distort. Lots of tools in Photoshop that can do all kinds of strange things. I would recommend anybody to backspace, you want to Control Alt and Z. But if I just go like this, I'll just say don't apply. Don't apply, it's done. Maybe I will mess with my image, adjustments, and I'll play with my hue and saturation. Now, the hue and saturation does all kinds of crazy stuff. You can change your skin tone to all kinds of weird stuff. I think I'm going to be green because I'm sick of this cop. This cop. Okay. Alright, so that's that. Now we need to add a text. We need some text. So we're going to go to my text here. And I'm going to go 7 days to die. Wow, that was really big, huh? Okay, so we're just going to go... If you click on here, and you go back at your text, I mean, there's a bunch of different ways, but if you click on here, then you can pretty much just go like this, and it'll shrink accordingly, according to the size in your character. So let's pick something funky. That could be fun, right? That's a fun font. What's that called? Laugh Riot NF. Okay. Now, I want to do something fun with this text. This text is not very interesting at this point. So, we're going to go to our blending options. And let's do a bevel. Yeah. Gives it a little bit of a 3D look. And I'll add a texture. Ooh, yeah, that's nice. If I increase the level of my bevel, it will play with it like so. Can soften it so it's not quite so hard. Basically, chisel hard. There we go. We'll do chisel hard. Inner bevel, that's fine. I can change the direction of the bevel by playing with this tool here. Let's go with that one. Alright, that looks good. I can change my structure of the bevel with this tool. Does a bunch of different things. The best way to learn Photoshop is to screw around with Photoshop. And that's just how it is. It can do so many things, but really learning all of the things it can do, it takes a while. I've been using Photoshop for, you know, as a designer or whatever, I've been using it for a very, very long time, and I'm still learning all kinds of new things. It's never ending. So, maybe we'll make the text green to match me, to match my greenness. Because I'm grossed by the zombies. Grossed. Alright, so now I want to pick my layer again. I think I'm gonna actually really tweak it out just for fun. Just for fun. So we go to let's go with contrast, shall we? There we go. I'm gonna tweak that out. Ooh, that looks weird. Okay, so let's add, say, my episode. We're going to say it's episode, I don't know, 29 or something. I don't know. So I'm far from 29. Well, maybe totally I have 29 episodes, but we're going to have to shrink our size again. Oh, gotta go here first. First. Yeah, it's good. There we go. And I totally spelled episode wrong. Episode. Let's call it 2026. Why not? Episode 26. Let's change that to white, perhaps. Boom. Okay. And let's see. Let's shrink you down a little bit. You can do it through this interface, which works fine, or you can actually go into Image Edit, Free Transform, and do the exact same thing with a different format. So we're just going to call that Episode 1, and it's a pukin cop. So how about I add a little bit of a puking cop. Let's just find a cop. I got a couple cops in here. And that's not a very nice cop. Let's see. I could add so many things. The choices are optional. How about a dinosaur just for the fun of it? Now, of course, you want to use transparent pings, okay? In this case, this is a transparent ping. There are a number of ways that you can find a transparent ping. Let me shrink this. Sorry. Let's go in here. There's stuff you don't need to know. But here's a search technique for finding transparent pings, okay? So let's say I want a cop. I'm going to search for a cop ping. Okay? Ooh, there's cop pings. Okay. So we go to images. Now, that's pretty sweet. The Cartman might be a good one. Now, another thing that we want actually is to make sure that it's transparent. So if I go to Search Tools in Google and I choose transparent, it will only show cops with transparencies. So let's do Cartman. Oh, but it's so tiny, it's not going to translate very well. She seems nice, right? She seems nice. How about this one? We'll do this one. See? Transparent. That means it's transparent. So we're going to save image as. I'm going to put it in my overlay images because I use a lot of overlay images in my videos and otherwise. And I have it right here. So let's find it. What did I do with it? He's a very angry police officer. Alright. Okay, that looks pretty good. We're just going to take him down here. But I need him flipped. So again, we're going to go to Image, Free Transform, and... Oop, that's not what I meant to do. Image, Transform, Flip Horizontal. And he's very, very, very angry. He's a very upset police officer. He's not a happy man. So... Oh, that's not... Undo that. There we go. Okay. Yes, I want to accept the transformation. Thank you. Yes. Okay. Oh, didn't I select? Didn't I select? Didn't I want select? Okay. And although this is not a perfect image, I tend to want something a little higher quality. And in this case, I'm going to select the corner. That way it'll only grow from this corner out. So like that. Like that. 7 days to die. Are you listening to me, worm? There we go. Okay, so that looks awesome. I am happy with this. You can save this as a master. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Save as. Oh, that's fine. Sample. Let's call it sample. And then if you use a certain, if you're doing a series on videos, you can save the original Photoshop file, and all you have to do is, say if I make a new one, all I have to do is drag these layers, see? Boom. So now they're here, and I can change the elements in the background or in the foreground or all that. It really doesn't matter. So now you want to save for web and devices. Explaining this. Now there's obviously different formats. You can look at it and fit on screen. and it'll fit your space better. Okay, so here's the options. GIF used to be the way one would do transparencies a while back, and then Ping 8 came along, and now we have Ping 24. Ping 24 is the best kind of transparency because it doesn't have any jaggy edges and does not require a background image. So if I do Ping, it needs a matte color. You see? If I do a GIF, it needs a matte color. If I do a Ping 24, it doesn't really need a matte color because it's got automatic transparency. For size constraints, you might want to stick to JPEG. Being that it's a thumbnail image, doesn't even have to be that good because it's going to be displayed small on the screen. So we're just going to save that. Let's put that in my overlays. Boo, boo, boo. There. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Now you have your overlay. What did I do with it? I called it sample, right? Sample, sample, sample. There it is, sample JPEG. And we can preview that. There it is, a thumbnail. Me cut out. Just a couple of tips and tricks, and I hope you appreciate it. And we'll catch you out. Make sure to check out my videos. My gaming videos, although I do a couple tutorials. In this case, I have done one. And I hope it was helpful for you. And y'all have a good one. Okay, bye.